Hi everybody, in this video we're talking about how to sign up for web hosting. This means getting an account at a company that will host your website. And the two companies that we want to use for this are either SiteGround.com or InMotionHosting.com. These are the two best if you watch the previous video. And if you go to SiteGround.com, you just want to hover over web hosting and click on shared hosting. If you're at InMotion Hosting, you want to go to web hosting and click on business hosting. And if we go back to SiteGround here, Startup will get you what you need for one website. If you need more websites than that, you can do one of these other plans, but you can just click on the Startup here, Get Started on SiteGround. And then you can choose a free domain name and click Proceed. That's going to process, and meanwhile I'm going to go to InMotion Hosting and click on check out these plans here. So at InMotion, one website is going to be the launch plan, so I'm going to click Order Now. If you want more websites than that, you can pick one of the other plans, but I'm just going to click Order Now. And it brings us to this screen. So here we just choose whatever we need. We can do 12 months of the launch plan, so that'll be about $100 or something. We can click Continue. And that's processing. Okay, so it's going to ask me the same thing here that it did at SiteGround about what domain name we want, and then we can click Continue. I'm actually not going to continue this because I do have an account with these people and I don't want to order new service. So I'm going to look at SiteGround here, and here we are, basically the same screen, and we can proceed with SiteGround. So this is going to process for a second, and after this process is complete, after you order your web hosting, you're going to get a oh, actually the domain name was not available, so let's select one of these others and click Proceed. So once you register for your hosting, you're going to get a username and password, and that's really what we're going for here. So at this point we would enter our information, enter our payment information here, and then all this stuff. You don't need all this extra stuff. You don't need any of this. If you want, you can get the domain privacy if you want to remain private, but it's going to be about $100 for this for 6 months. The other one, InMotion, is going to be probably a little bit less, but you're just going to get roughly the same features, the same service, high quality service from both of these companies. One thing that SiteGround offers is a staging area, if you watch the previous video about which company to choose for hosting. So that is a major benefit that you get with SiteGround. But after you purchase your hosting, you're going to go ahead and get a username and password like I mentioned earlier, and I'm just going to go to my hosting company and log in with that username and password so you can see what that looks like. So I go with InMotion. I kind of wish I would have went with SiteGround so I could have the staging area, but that's okay. So at InMotionHosting.com, I'm just going to click on AMP login, and that's going to bring me to the login screen. And my password application already fills that out for me, so I'm just going to click Login. And by the way, that's LastPass. It's a browser extension and it saves your passwords securely for you. So we logged into my account management panel at InMotion Hosting, and you can see I can manage my account from here, look at all this stuff. I can click on cPanel. That's really where we want to be, and I can click on cPanel. That'll open up this new tab in my browser, and from here we have all of the good stuff. We have all of the technical things we can manage in your account, and this is the main account management area for any web hosting, is the cPanel. And that's why we don't want to go with Windows hosting, because this cPanel is better than Plesk, which is what Windows hosting uses. So this cPanel is better. And we just want to look down here. We have a file manager. That's really important here. And just take a look at all the things we have: security, domains, databases, software. And then for this software and services, oh, and then we can even scroll down, and then we have scripts, which includes WordPress. So there's WordPress right there. We just click on that. And this should be covered in the next class, installing WordPress. But if you want to install WordPress, you just go here and click Install. And then it's going to ask you for some details, and then you click Install, and it installs WordPress for you. and then you're going to get a brand new WordPress site. So we're going to cover that WordPress install process in a future video, but for now that's how you register for web hosting and then get logged into your hosting account. So that's about it for this video, and thank you for joining us.